Hey everyone, welcome back.
My flesh. Make me demon. Show this fool the true nature of power.
Whew. Don't die! Oh no! We were so close to pulling it off. We could have done it. We could have activated Fury and saved ourselves, I think.
I have burned 1,000 worlds in your dark names. You challenged me to recover this fragment.
Alright, let's go. Let's try this again.
I have done so. I return your dark.
I've already seen this. Oh, there's a face on his butt.
I offer up this world
How about that?
and all those upon it. I ask for the reward that was promised.
You want to talk to your gods? I will send you to them.
Admitted, Titus. The power of chaos is within you, calling to this relic. Imagine the
So we've already seen this.
dominating this galaxy.
So I think I should cut this out in post-production.
Quest with you at their head. Imagine
Oh, we can just hit A. Never mind then.
you are
My mistake. Now there's less editing that I have to do. Look at that. I'm the YouTuber who pushed myself ahead of the viewers. And that's why we're successful, baby.
nothing can stop my ascension. Grant me your favor. Corrupt my flesh. Make me demon-like. Show this fool the true nature of power.
Feel the Emperor's wrath.
Kill the Ultramarines! Ultramarines targets!
Oh, there you go. We got him. I didn't think we would. There you go. Got him again.
Let the galaxy burn!
Yeah, these guys are very intimidating. So we're gonna wait for our shields to regenerate, and then we're gonna jump on that guy, and then that hopefully when we get into a fight with whoever's next, we'll be at. Oh, he resisted my advances, but not this time. Is there one more?
Have you looked to the skies lately, Captain Titus?
Oh, more demons. I'm okay with that.
Gateway to the chaos realm. Already our legions are pouring through. The
I am
slave
taking
of
cover
the
until
false emperor was
you
trying
take
to
care of the
save
demon.
this planet from one invasion.
Stamp them out.
Instead, he ushered in another.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so I think we're gonna be okay. We're gonna take a minute breather. Oh, that was intense. We're so close to dead.
To war!
Uh-oh.
Soon, my entire invasion fleet will cross into this reality.
Okay, so because they're all melee, we can run around, we can kite them, we can generate shields, we can stun them, get fury.
Feel the Emperor's wrath.
Alright, so I think... Woo! Okay, enough excitement for one day. We're gonna run around, let shields regenerate again. Don't need to do this whole fight in one engagement. And then hopefully, too, what we can do is build more fury. And then with that fury, they can carry that into the next fight. But I'm wondering if this is the last wave. Oh, that was really bad. And actually, what I might do is... There we go. Oh, yes. Get him. Ha, 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 ha. Got him.
Your task is hopeless, Titus. I have the will of the dark gods behind me. But you have no one. And you will die here, alone.
I can hardly wait. This should be good.
Killing my servants matters little. I am unassailable. The gods of chaos protect me with the very energies of creation.
You forget, Nemeroth. I am no stranger to the touch of the warp.
Alright, let's go. Oh boy, this is intense. Oh dear. Okay, so we're just going at it. The problem is I can't watch him be on his... Oh, it's why!
If it takes 1,000 years, I will rise again. And take my vengeance.
Yeah.
Your flesh. Or will I find your arms open in welcome? A true son of chaos.
Never!
Alright, we're good. We're generating Fury too, which is good. I wonder if we can activate that. me alone! Dang it! Oh, he smushed his head! Wow, okay then.
Will you be joining us soon, brother?
I'm gonna take that as a resounding no. He's probably not really that interested in joining the forces of chaos, if we're being blunt.
Look there, Ultramarine. You have saved this world. I see the Ultramarines are human. After all.
No, they're not.
The damned Inquisition is here.
His injuries appear chaos inflicted. You are certain of this charge?
Captain Titus has been corrupted by chaos, Inquisitor Thrax.
I am no heretic.
You lie! Only an agent of chaos could withstand such warp exposure.
I sent the demon to oblivion.
But did you have unholy assistance? We must know. You will submit to my authority, Captain, or the Inquisition must conclude that you have corrupted every Ultramarine under your command, not to mention those who stand at your side.
Ignore his threats. Come on.
The Inquisition will destroy you, Mira, and the Ultramarines will be forever dishonored. Leave my brothers and the Lieutenant alone. I will come with you. I do not know why I can resist the touch of chaos, but I swear I will discover the truth.
We will discover many truths, Space Marine.
Codex Astartes leaves no room for doubt. You cannot touch the warp and emerge unscathed.
The Codex Astartes is a set of rules. They guide us, shape us as Ultramarines, teach us to hold duty and honor sacred above all. But how we live with those rules is the true test of a Space Marine. And you have failed.
And there you have it. Space Marine. Oh, the music's very loud. Ongoing status, quarantined by the order of Inquisition. Inquisitor Thrax. Recommended course of action. Investigate Ultramarines Captain Titus for evidence of heresy. So, you might be thinking, oh, like, this is very bleak. He's been taken by the Inquisition. The Inquisition doesn't mess around. He's probably going to die branded as a heretic. A couple things I want to note, though, is that in memory of Brian Wood. Oh, man, that's sad. Man, I'm like, we beat this game! And then like I look and it's like, there's a man who died at the age of 33. Probably in the development of this game. Relic Entertainment. I don't think Relic's around anymore either. That's too bad. Rest in peace, Brian Wood. I mean, I don't know who you were as an individual. He's been dead for 8 years. That was nice that they put that at the very beginning. And it's like somber music too. Now I'm just like, I'm gonna start crying. No. So 2 things about that. Like, yeah, it's like it sucked for Titans that he got taken in by the Inquisition, but Inquisitor Thrax didn't really seem convinced that like he was a heretic, because the first thing he said was that like he was taken in by well, we have this mouse on here now, so we'll just put that here. He was taken in by, or his injuries appear to be chaos inflicted, which already is like, okay, like Leandros, like, come on, man. And then the other thing too, if they really believed him to be an agent of chaos or a heretic, they wouldn't let him onto the Warbird with his weapons. Like, they would have taken his weapons away from him. They would have like just taken everyone. Whereas like I think what they just did there is like they just did it more as a formality. Like, oh, we're gonna see if he's a heretic because like charges were sent against him because Leandro sucks. But I don't think they're really convinced that he's a heretic. And the reason why I say that too, because I think that's a decent interpretation, because if he was taken as a heretic, then like that kind of quashes any chance of there being a sequel of Titus being the protagonist. But I mean, it's not like you have to have a sequel to the game where the protagonist from the first game is the protagonist from the second game. They could have just had someone else, and the Warhammer universe like that definitely would have made sense. So I think Titus was okay. The game was fun. The atmosphere. Oh, the music's good though. I like the music. I'm gonna listen to the music for a little bit. Sorry, we're putting a can on the commentary. I want to listen to this music. We're gonna take sweet water. That's what we're gonna do. The game was fun. I give this like a solid 8 out of 10. The atmospheres were very true to Warhammer 40k. I think my problem is like Forge Worlds aren't beautiful looking. Like, as far as beautiful games are concerned, like I would say like Castlevania is like Lord's Child is like one of the most beautiful games out there. Tomb Raider is very beautiful. And this game, like, it looked like a Warhammer 40k game, but the problem is like Warhammer 40k on a Forge World doesn't look as nice as it could. Which, like, that's like no disrespect to the game. Like, they did a very good job making it faithful. Combat was fine. It didn't quite feel as good as it could. And, like, using the Warhammer was a lot of fun. Shooting things like felt alright, but I didn't have that crisp satisfaction to it that I get from some other games. And because the game was mostly combat, and the combat wasn't as, it didn't feel as rewarding as it could be, that's why I'd give this an 8 out of 10. Like, 8 out of 10 is still like a good game, right? Like, I thoroughly had fun playing this, and I don't regret playing it. But like, say, take the combat of this compared to like the combat of Tomb Raider, or compare it to the combat of like Lords of Shadow, and like it just, in my mind, it doesn't compare. Which is like, no, again, no disrespect to the game. So, oh, excuse me, I enjoyed it. It was nice to play Warhammer 40k game again. I want to play Dawn of War now, so I think we'll do that at some point. I'm gonna run my eyes on camera. I don't care. Like, I just, my eyes feel weird, man. I hope that's acceptable. I wonder if someone's gonna watch this and be like, you're gross. As for what I'm going to play next, honestly, I have no idea. I really don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, luckily for me, I have some weeks to figure it out. Like, I think I'm, like, ahead by, like, 2 weeks from my backlog. So, I don't need to make a decision right now. But, like, honestly, if you were to tell me, like, hey, where are you going to play after this? Like, I don't know. I have to look at my Steam library. and see what I have. I might play Yoshi's Island. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know. Dead Space 2 we need to play. Castlevania Lord Shadow 2 we need to play. The thing is, like, I've done like a string of M-rated games. Like, I think from back to back, I've done like, I think I went Dead Space into Tomb Raider, into Castlevania, into The Evil Within, into like Space Marine. I think all of them have been M-rated titles. And I'm not saying that I have a problem with M-rated games. I like them quite a bit. And I don't necessarily like them because they are M-rated games. I'm not saying I want something different because they're M-rated, but they all have been kind of like action, adventure, survival, horror. Well, not survival horror, but like mature action adventure. And mature in the sense that like there's a lot of violence and there's a lot of extreme violence. And I've done like 5 of those games in a row, so I think I need a break from that. I don't need a break. Like I think I could watch the Dead Space 2 right away, but I think I would be better off if I did something like that, or maybe do like a bit of like a shorter series or like something. Like I'm not sure. Like I have to figure out what I want to play. That's the big thing right now. And don't take this as like, oh yeah, like he's done being a YouTuber. No. I still want to do stuff. And like this is just me like after Friday. Like I wasn't really expecting to finish this game in this recording session, yet like here I am. So I was kind of like, oh, now I need to think of something else to play. And I have some games in Steam that I need to play. So I don't really want to buy anything new for this. But at the same time, like I don't know if I really want to start Dead Space 2 right now. Nor do I want to start Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2 right away. I have Dead Rising 4, which I could do that. That might be next. Like, I might play the Hulk. That actually might not be a bad idea. Play the Hulk Ultimate Destruction. That could be fun. That might be a good way to go about business. I'm not, like, again, I'm really trying to figure out. Maybe I could play Dawn of War. Sorry, I'm spitballing here. And the thing is, by the time you guys watch this, I'll probably have something planned for the docket anyways, for like what I want to do next. So, I'm thinking out loud. I'm taking this opportunity to think aloud, which I guess that's what you often use the end credits for. As far as like, and I think I like to talk about like growth or like my channel, like what's happened during the recording. Like, I always find it's interesting because I'll start recording a game. Like say I'll start a Space Marine, and like my channel's at a certain point when I start recording this game, and then when I finish recording, my channel's always like in a different spot than when it first started, which is always interesting to me, right? Like it happens every single time. If I look at the beginning of a game, I start recording it, and then like once I finish the game, if I look at my channel, like where it's at, like there's always been change, always, 100%. And sometimes like when I start recording, so I'm like, yeah, like I'll just stay here, you know, as far as my channel's concerned. Like I've hit like constant, but then you go forward and it's like, well, no, like things have changed. Like you've released new videos, like other things come out. Like I've always experienced growth on some level, which is always like interesting and cool. So it's always like I start a game and I wonder to myself, where will this take me later? And I think same thing for the next game. But the thing is, we need to figure out what we want to do for our next game. And frankly, I'm not quite sure. Heck, I might even take like a week or 2 off. Maybe? I'm not sure. Like, there's so many ways I want to take this, right? Like, for me, like, if I don't know what to play, maybe that just means, like, you know, take some time to figure it out. And, like, I just finished a big recording session, right? Like, I did about, like, 2 hours of recording. So, like, that might be, like, where I'm feeling like, oh, like, maybe I'll just do something else. Like, I'm really unsure, you know? Like, I'm really, really unsure. I think what it is I don't know if I want to do another, like, action adventure, like, third-person over-the-camera game from the next one, because I've done like 4 of them. Castlevania is just more kind of like linear action adventure, and I have Lords of Shadow 2, and like, I could play that, but I'm kind of saving that for a rainy day. Sorry, like this end credits has been nothing but like indecision, but like I'm determined to get to the bottom of this. And Dead Space 2 will happen eventually. I know, Mr. J Reapers, if you've been watching this, you want that. I want that too, and I promise you, Dead Space 2 is coming. It will happen one day. I promise you. I think, like, hypothetically speaking, I'm thinking it'll be, like, The next game will be some mystery game that I don't know what's going to be yet. And then I think we'll do either Dead Space 4. Not Dead Space 4. Dead Space 4 doesn't exist. Dead Rising 4, then Dead Space 2, and then after that it might be something else. But like that's kind of like long term. But I think that should be done by the end of 2018. I don't know. That's really long term planning. Like, I don't know. Like, it might even just be that like next week I start up Dead Space 2. Like that might happen. Or Dead Rising 4. Dead Rising 4 might be okay. But like it would be nice to like kind of like break it up, you know, just have something that's not like one of those third person like shoot 'em up games. Like I've done like a lot of those. Like a lot. And that's why I wanted to do Yoshi's Island. Like I don't know how I would do Yoshi's Island. Like I might just do one level per episode. That might be how I do it. And then after Yoshi's Island, like I would do something else. Like that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. So technically, I think it'll be like this, then Yoshi's Island, and then something else. Because like I've been wanting to play Yoshi's Island for some time, and I think that would just be fun just to do Yoshi's Island because it'd be something very different, and that might alienate some of you. So you guys may be watching, it's like I don't really want to watch Yoshi's Island, and you know what? That's okay. That's completely okay. But I think it'd be fun. And then after that, I'd be like, okay, cool. Like I'm like in the mood to play like Dead Space because one thing I'm really worried about. Not really, but I don't want to play the games and then burn myself out, right? And that's why I think I want to do like a bit of a break as far as like the game genre goes. Because if I do like, say, if I go right into Dead Space 2 and I go to Dead Rising 4, it's like, well, I play a lot of these games in a row, and like then like I'll lose like the passion for them, right? And this might just be because like Space Marine, like it was fun, but like it was 8 out of 10 fun. So like I enjoyed it, but like I don't think I'll be picking this up again anytime soon. So it's like maybe like I just need to find like something that's really fun, delicious game to play. Maybe that's really what I'm looking for, but you know, we'll think about it. That's something I need to worry about. And I have time to think about this. Like I think I can I may even be able to take next week off as far as recording goes anyways and still have stuff planned. So I'm not super concerned. I could be super concerned, but I'm not super concerned. And Yoshi's Island might be I'm leaning more and more towards Yoshi's Island. That's cool. Alright, there we go. That was it. That's it for Space Marines. So, thank you all for watching. And, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. So, until then, bye.